to our channel Bengal Couple in Canada. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to get US visitor visa from Canada if you are a foreign national living in Canada right now. Before I go through the different steps, I just want to let you guys know that I'm not a travel consultant or immigration lawyer or anything like that. I just wanted to share my experience of getting the US visitor visa as a foreign national living in Canada right now. You guys have previously seen some vlogs in our channel where Uzma recently visited her friend in New York. Getting a US visitor visa can be tricky, but here are 5 easy steps for you to follow to get the US visitor visa from Canada. Step number 1. First of all, you need to figure out if you're eligible to get a US visitor visa. People who are in a study permit, work permit, or has a PR card in Canada right now, they're eligible to get a visitor visa for US. If you already have a Canadian passport, in that case, you don't need any kind of visa to go into US. And there are many different type of application forms for US visa. If you are going there for a business or you're going there for tourism, depending on your situation, it might differ. For our case, we want to go to US for tourism. For that purpose, we have to fill up for application form called DS-160. Please check out the description box below where I pasted a link to the DS-160 form. Step number 2. In this step, you need to gather all of your necessary documents. That includes your valid passport, which needs to be valid for at least 6 months. And then your completed DS-160 form, your receipt for your visa application fees. For us, when we applied, we had to pay around $150 for each of our applications. Last but not the least, you have to create an itinerary and present it to the visa officer on the day of the interview. In this itinerary, you have to mention your accommodation in US while visiting any city, and then you have to also show them if you bought any flight tickets, bus tickets, or if you want to travel via car, you have to mention that as well. In many cases, you might need to show them your proof of financial support as well. In that case, please make sure you have your 6 months of bank statement ready to show to the visa officer when you go into the embassy. Step number 3. Once you have gathered all of the necessary documents, it's time to schedule your visa interview. I would advise you guys to book an appointment as soon as possible, as it tends to fill out very quickly. In my experience, I applied for the visa last year, but I got the appointment for this year. So one tips I wanted to share with you guys is that make sure to check out the embassy website every morning around 9 to 10 a.m. because that tends to open up different slots. So you might be able to change your scheduled interview date at that time. Check out the description box below where I have pasted a link which you can use to get your visa interview to your nearest embassy or US consulate. Step number 4. It's time to attend your visa interview. On the day of the interview, make sure you arrive early and make sure you have all the necessary documents with you, which includes your valid passport, your printed receipt for the visa interview, your valid document which shows why you are in Canada, which might include your study permit, work permit, or your PR card, your valid Canadian visa, your itinerary for your tour to US, and in case if you think you need it, you might need to show them your financial documents as well. It's very easy if you already have a Canadian visa or a PR card, so don't be nervous. Just make sure you have all the documents ready. Make sure you're honest and straightforward with all of your answers. Step number 5. In this step, you just have to wait after your visa interview is done. The consular or the embassy will decide whether you get the visa or not. US embassy or the consulate uses the Canada Post to deliver your passport. During the time when you schedule your interview, you have an option to select the nearest Canada post where you want to get the passport delivered to. And for us, it took around 3 days to get our passport back after our visa interview. And that's it. Getting a US visitor visa can be very daunting at times, but just make sure you follow all the steps here properly. If you have any other questions, comments, or concerns, make sure to comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you everyone for watching this vlog.